Michelle are unspoken.
Presented by Progressive Insurance. All right, hot mess rankings, ladies and gentlemen. Number 1, the Dolphins. Number 2, the Jets. Number 3, the Raiders. Number 4, the Titans. Number 5, the Arizona Cardinals. Now we hear from you. 888-SAY-ESPN, 888-729-3776. Number 1 hot mess in the NFL for Week 8. Leading into Week 8 is, you fill in the blank, Rich in Mississippi, listening on 105.9 in Mississippi. Morning, Rich.
Hey, good morning. Okay, so first I wanted to call in and say you're just completely wrong about the Dolphins being one. It's the Jets. And Woody Johnson has every right to stick up for his head coach. Justin Fields now has the worst winning percentage of any quarterback through 50 games. At some point, he's got to take ownership of that, right?
Oh, 1,000%. I'm with you, Rich. I agree. I have no problem with Woody Johnson throwing the quarterback under the bus. That's been bad, that everybody knows has been bad, in a way where he can defend his head coach. And that's the part that I think we're losing sight of. This is Woody Johnson completely changing the conversation around the New York Jets. It is scapegoating Justin Fields and pinning the blame on him as to why the team has been winless through the first 7 games.
Okay, maybe I could convince you this way as to why I didn't love the way it happened. Do you think that what he did yesterday was creative versus? Aaron Glenn versus Justin Fields.
No, it's not a versus. Justin Fields ain't going to play.
Right, but okay, let me do it then. I think there is. I think it's, I have to side with him against him instead of these two being connected together.
Nobody is siding with Justin Fields here.
Well, and if you're Aaron
But why
Glenn,
does there have to be a divide?
But if there is a divide, isn't that a good thing for Aaron Glenn?
Yeah, that's exactly what he's trying to do. Think about it. The whole conversation around the New York Jets has been about firing the head coach. Now what's the conversation about?
Firing the quarterback.
Firing the quarterback. And it will be that way for the next several weeks. Now, that gives your head coach a beat, gives him time to breathe, and now everybody can go about the business of trying to find a way to scratch together a win to justify the owner's confidence in the head coach.
I'll add one thing. I don't think the Jets should be trying to win, obviously. I mean, they have to win a game.
They got to win a game.
They got to win. They got to win.
They got to win. They got to win multiple games.
Then they got to trade for a quarterback.
And that might be, Evan, what Woody Johnson did yesterday might be a prelude to that.
Yeah.
We workshopped the idea yesterday at the end of the show of a reunion between the Jets and Geno Smith.
Mm-hmm. A double hot mess trade?
Oh, my God.
Unheard of.
I'm just saying, we did that. Geno Smith has shown himself to be a professional quarterback.
But that was confirmed yesterday. They got to go. Now they have no choice, while they're kind of an unintentional tanking team, to go get a quarterback. Daquan in Virginia, listening on the ESPN app. Biggest hot mess NFL up to Week 8 so far is?
I think the biggest hot mess is the new kickoff. 1 touchdown out of 877 attempts. Let's let the ball in the zone. We can't even get an onside kick anymore. They talk about the player's safety being a big issue. I mean, come on. We still allow the quarterback abrupt slide, and that's the most dangerous play in football.
I like the curveball thrown here. Biggest hot mess is a rule. How do we feel about this?
Well, based on the reports from the league meeting, the owners love the dynamic kickoff. The kickoff returns are up to 79% this year. It was at 30% last year, so the whole new landing zone bit seems to be working in terms of creating action. But Troy Vincent came out yesterday, and he said they've got to continue to workshop the onside kick because it's a non-event, and they don't want that play to be eliminated altogether. So they're entertaining outside of the box ideas, including the 4th and 15 proposal that was floated a couple of years ago.
For the onside part of it.
For the onside kick part of it.
That's not a non-event, that's for sure. That's an event.
I would love that.
Yeah, that's an event.
4th and 15, rather than the onside kick now, I would love that.
Norman in West Palm watching on ESPN2. Morning, Norman. Biggest hot mess so far?
Morning. Biggest hot mess is the Pittsburgh Steelers.
What?
Starting with Arthur Smith and his garbage vanilla offense, to Tomlin for hiring Arthur Smith, to Aaron Rodgers for putting lipstick on a pig and messing up our draft pick to get a competent, real quarterback.
Okay, let me just understand this. They're in first place at 4-2. They're the only team in their division with a plus point differential. They're a playoff team. Now, it's an interesting thought on the draft pick part of it, but it's the Steelers. They don't tank. They will never do that.
They're not caring about that right
the
now.
Steelers, Smalls, as a hot mess?
Wouldn't even be in the conversation for me. They're the only thing in that division that you feel confident in. Oh, CC, come on. He's got that
I know
grin.
we all have friends in Palm Beach
got that
County.
grin.
Would you plant someone? what just happened here? Why are you giving the grin?
I got him on the
Norman's your
payroll.
guy? What did you tell Theo Dorsey in West Palm? Go find a Norman to call in for us
There
today.
you go, Norm. I see you.
How you agree with Norm?
Not yet.
But it's
A
trending.
preemptive hot mess
not
strike?
yet.
Trending that way.
Listen, if the Steelers don't win this division, if they don't win this division, if they allow the Cincinnati Bengals to hang into this thing, they will catapult in the hot mess rankings.
If Joe Flacco and the Cincinnati Bengals somehow win the AFC North, the Pittsburgh Steelers deserve to be number one because they will have had an epic collapse.
I did not see the Steelers coming on a hot mess.
It ain't like we ain't never seen it before with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Listen, I think Thursday night was a bad loss, not necessarily a bad sign. But if the Cincinnati Bengals continue to get some traction with this Joe Flacco thing, not that we haven't seen him do that with an Ohio pro football team before, if they're still in the mix for the division, once we get to December, around the time where Joe Burrow could potentially enter a window to come back,
Norman may be right.
the Pittsburgh Steelers have to be in the hot mess rankings.
That's
They have to be.
wild.
Is it though?
Well, it's a preemptive strike. They're not there now, but I understand what you're saying.
I'm not saying it.
You know what? I'm going to say yes, it is wild. I'm going to say that what you're suggesting will not happen. Now, ESPN Bet in Vegas believe that there's a possibility it could, to be fair. Kyle in Kansas watching on ESPN2. Morning, Kyle. Biggest hot mess so far in NFL.
Good morning, guys. How we doing this morning?
Morning.
Hey, hands down, I'd have to say it's a toss-up between the Raiders and the Dolphins right now with Tua's contract and him throwing all those picks, to his lack of leadership with the franchise. I'd have to say Miami, hands down, right now is number one hot mess for sure.
Yeah, and that's what I had, and thank you for the phone call. I think the Raiders are creeping, and they're creeping up as one of the most popular, polarizing, historic, relevant franchises. They've flown under the radar for hot messiness, so to speak.
They're really bad.
Again, player confirming a trade request yesterday to Jacoby Myers. Why would you not entertain the Max
So it
Crosby
sounds like
deal?
you want to move the Raiders up in your hot mess rankings.
I didn't say that. Nice try.
It sounds like
try.
you said he
Nice
brought
try.
up the Dolphins
Jeff
and
Saturday,
you went to the Raiders.
ESPN NFL analyst, bruh, will join us next. We're on Sportsmanlike, presented by Progressive Insurance.